Love them or hate them, it's time to talk about having roommates in The Sims 4, which is a very handy and rather hidden little feature that comes with the Discover University expansion pack. Now, of course, you'll have too many roommates to count when studying at university. Well, that's a lie. You'll have about 10, and thankfully I can count to 10. Anyway, you can also have Sims who are not in university get one or multiple roommates too, and this is what we're going to focus on. To find yourself a roommate, you'll need to have a spare bed in your house, and you'll need an extra bed for each additional roommate that you want to have. I know what you're thinking, and yes, these roommates have standards and they expect a place to sleep. They are so very entitled. Now, one way to get a roommate is to track down a Sim who's a friend and ask them if they want to be your roommate from the household interactions section. They might say yes, but they also might reject you. I know it's a little bit awkward if they say no. Another way to get roommates is to use your Sim's phone or the household section on a computer to advertise for a roommate. Once your advertisement is out, then potential roommates will start showing up at your front door, and you'll be able to screen them by asking them about their hobbies and personality, as well as mildly intrusive questions such as what they do for work. Once you've chatted and found a roommate that you like, you can accept their application and they'll move on in. Once in, the first thing I suggest doing is assigning your new roommate the bed that you want them to have, and consider locking doors to rooms that you don't want them to have access to, such as your own bedroom. While you can restrict your roommates with locking doors, your roommates will need access to amenities to be able to care for themselves, like bathrooms and a kitchen. Without this, there's a chance that they'll get frustrated and move out. Also, keep in mind that your roommates won't break super speed if all your Sims are asleep and they are awake, so they won't slow down your gameplay, which is a big relief. Now, roommates are not playable, and they'll act the way you expect them to. They'll come and go from your home doing their own things here and there, and they're a lot more hands-off and autonomous than household members. Well, completely hands-off, you won't be playing them. When you get a new roommate, observe how they act, as I found they'll often have some unique traits to them. Some roommates might be neat freaks who are always cleaning, others will often cook food, while some will stress you out by continually making a mess. Some will even go as far as to repair objects that break, but this is often balanced with the fact that they're usually the ones who broke it in the first place. My favorite thing that roommates do is leave sassy, passive-aggressive notes around the place, which you can read for a bit of a laugh. Now, you're not stuck with roommates. If a roommate is not quite doing it for you, know that your hot self is in charge, and you can ask them to leave under household interactions. Most importantly, roommates will pay you rent around twice per week, and this is actually quite substantial. I believe the amount they pay is relative to the value of your home, so if you're renting out a space in a larger, pricier home, then they'll pay a bit more. Also, keep in mind that having heaps of extra roommates won't make you heaps more money, as the rent per roommate will be diluted as you gain more. You might make a bit more money as a whole with more roommates, but it's probably not worth it overall to completely load up your house with an excessive amount of roommates. And know that you can have a lot of them. Provided that you have a bed for each, you can keep getting roommates until there are 10 people in total living in your house. So a household of 8 can have 2 roommates, while a household of 2 could have up to 8 roommates. Consider the storytelling aspect of this feature too. It can be a great option to have Sims who might be dating become roommates, or you could even have a townhouse or duplex set up with 2 joined buildings. Lock the door to your half and rent out the other. It can really bring to life a general share house situation too. And we've reached the end. That's a complete guide to roommates in The Sims 4. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And have an amazing day. See you later.